tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he... Taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Go on, Eddie.
Tackles. Tackles.
Attack, attack.
Switch.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 57 colors. Yellow. Hey, 57.
Hayward.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to find Isabella. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Yellow.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Shift. Watch the shift. Yellow. Hey, rip blitz. Right side.
On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the pass. Delta. Hey, Mike's 50. 50. Oh.
They're going to try and throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Yellow. Come back.
Too little, Cap. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Color.
Here we go. No. Off.
Yellow.
Back's mine.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
We want it. Come to my work. Go. When the muzzle. Go right here.
From the gun, Daniels. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Go. 3 down. 3 down.
Throwing after the interception, Daniels. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 17-0 our score after one.
Chiefs 17. Bengals nothing.
Hey, Bama. 22, jet, Bama. 22, jet, Bama. Slow. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Yup. Stay after you after this.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
4 down.
Throwing again. Daniels. He gets this one to Boyd. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it in.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Mostert. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, 43, 15. 15. Hey, rip list.
Check the backer.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mahomes firing complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again, Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Mike's 50. Come on, D.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Exit. Here we go, 50.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Now watch run.
Let's get
Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Shift. He's moving.
Hey, Sunday, right side.
Check.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ball trot. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You go night. Time to go night.
A final shot before break. Daniels looking, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Motion.
To throw on second down. Daniels flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Watch out.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
15. Come on, check.
This is Mostert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Watch the rock strike. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Hey, check. Hey, Mike 51.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an upset. Watch 2. Watch 2. Go, go. Sponge. 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 No, no, no. Jam him. Jam him. Jam, jam. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Back to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Hey, 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 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Whip, 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 whip.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
On 4th down, Daniels. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They can't hang with us.
Here's Mostert. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Chiefs 43, Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Check.
He's crashing. He's checking out. Quick that. Smoke, smoke. Come. 30 back.
From the gun, Daniels. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go. Set. 70 ending. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Alert flare. Flare. Wahoo.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check 6 guys.
At the 25-yard line.
Come here, switch it. Dudes. Tighten up.
2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris.